Yields. I now recognize Mr. Ezell for his 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you all for our witnesses that have come here today to tell us what you think is going on at the border. We've been up here for the last several months, and we've exposed time and time again the failed border policies of this administration. And it's no secret that the border is a mess, and it's no secret that our law enforcement officers are under attack. I spent my entire life as a law enforcement officer, and every time I have seen over the last several years the attacks that come under law enforcement, it just makes me sick to see that. And to listen to Ms. Cantu today, Ms. Sodgrass, I'm so sorry for your loss. And Mr. Ballard, thank you for what you've done. And Mr. Renault, thank you all for being here and for your information. But we have seen the failed policies of this administration time and time again, these children that are missing, these people that have been exploited, and it's terrible that it's going on right here in our country, and it could be stopped in a very short period of time. And we've seen the suicide of our Border Patrol agents. We've seen suicides of our law enforcement officers across this country, and it's absolutely unnecessary. And it's because of failed policies that have been put in place by this administration, and it's absolutely appalling. And I want Ms. Cantu to talk to us just for a few minutes about some solutions, about some of the attacks that have been on our law enforcement officers, our CBP officers down there at the border. I want you to tell me some of the things that we could do immediately, and I want this committee to hear it. As a wife of a law enforcement officer, I want you to talk to us today about some of the issues that your husband has faced and some of his colleagues has faced, so that we can understand the amount of pressure that you're under as a wife supporting your husband.
Thank you. I think first and foremost, the committee must understand, I sit here as a Border Patrol wife. With all due respect, ma'am, the border is open. Thousands of illegals come here with no questions asked. They are released into our country. Our border is open, ma'am. We hear every day countless stories of all the people that are bussed everywhere, flown everywhere, or just walked out the front door. That happens every day. I believe that the talks within our Border Patrol agents is that we need to bring back those basic rules that we had. Once again, when we do things like remain in Mexico policy, the traffic slows down automatically. How do I know? Because I've heard stories of people from different countries other than Mexico coming to our country and claiming to seek asylum. Once they hear, well, if you're gonna seek asylum, you have to wait in Mexico, they say, no, never mind, I wanna go back to my country. That fixes and tidies up the traffic so that it gives time for our agents to take the time to process, to properly process, interview, primarily the kids that cross. If the traffic slows down with even just one policy of remain in Mexico, our agents are able to handle those cases with kids one by one like it was before. That's gonna save a lot of kids. Seeking asylum, the rules are the rules. There's no other way to explain it. Seeking asylum, you have to go through the POE. We didn't write those laws. Border Patrol agents didn't write these laws, they were already there. It's just a lot of basic things, just 3 things could make such a big difference. And it could help all of our points, everything that all of us are trying to do. Saving kids, the trafficking, the drugs, just some basic rules. But I just don't understand why Mr. Mayorkas wouldn't take the initiative to do that, because it's very black and white. It's not complex. Giving the opportunity for our Border Patrol agents to be asylum judges. Nobody's gonna know those illegal immigrants crossing better than our Border Patrol agents that caught them. Having them do the interview with the kids one-on-one, you'd be surprised how much those agents learn from those kids in just 5 minutes. remain in Mexico. It's so basic, but to begin with that, we have to realize that right now, our border, no matter how you write it down on paper, it is open. We see it every day. I live in the Rio Grande Valley. Donde está el Rio Grande. Yo vengo de ahí. Yo lo veo todos los días. I see it every day. It fills up my downtown where I like to shop. It fills up our downtown area with immigrants trying to get to that bus station to head wherever they're going to go to. They just walk out. My brother's an ICE agent. I hear talks all the time. These people are walking out. And there's nothing our agents can do. There's nothing our ICE agents can do. It's being allowed. And I know Mr. Mayorkas can make a difference. And if he refuses to, I firmly believe we should get a different approach. And I believe with the conversations that I've had with other Border Patrol wives, with other agents, we feel the same.
Thank you, Ms. Cantu. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.